Seattle won. They're 2-0. Up 2-0 against the Blue Jays. 2 wins against the World Series. A lot of momentum. There is no quit in this team. Everything was stacked up against them, Big Ben. A 15-inning game Friday night that ended 10:33 Pacific Standard Time. I know because that's when you texted me. They have to travel. They have the worst travel schedule of any professional sports team because they're in the Pacific Northwest. Have to go east to Toronto. Time change. Don't have these fresh arms. Go in, win game 1. Everyone's like, okay, they're going to be happy with game 1. Win game 2. Mariners up 2-0. How are you feeling?
Everything changed with this one moment. George Springer hits a first home on the first pitch. Yeah. The first pitch. Literally, you sit there and go, okay, this is not good. They put 2 runners on. We get them out. We get out of there. With just 1 run. From there, house money. You're right. We weren't expected to win that first game. No, we're playing on fumes. And somehow you pull it out. I mean, Raleigh hits a home run. Polo's going to be Mr. October. Look out, Reggie Jackson. And then today. Today is a game of inches. Okay, the first Julio Rodriguez home run. The ump must have been up on a couple Molsons before the game. That strike zone was everywhere. It was egregious in how bad it was. But Julio gets away with one. Simply puts the ball, he doesn't swing out of the shoes, just puts the bat on the ball, 3-run jack. Same thing, Polanco clears the fence by this much. Deflated. Everyone, Thanksgiving is ruined in Canada by the Mariners. Not only that, Josh Naylor, Canadian, born citizen, gets in on the act 2-run jack. We're coming back to Seattle in a fairy tale situation right now.
Yeah.
Absolute, utter fairy tale situation. And I was expecting 0-2. Like that, everyone was going, okay, what do we say? It's not a series until the road team wins. Mm-hmm. Mariners are in, I believe the term is the catbird seat, right?
I like that.
The catbird seat right now. And I'm pinching myself.
Cal Raleigh, American League most valuable player. Jorge Polanco might be the most valuable player on the Mariners. He's got 5 RBIs in 2 games. The Blue Jays have 4 runs in 2 games. He's got more RBIs than Blue Jays scored runs. And to think that the Mariners almost didn't sign him, it was until February they're like, okay, we'll bring you back. You want to come back? 1-year deal, $7 million. You talking about the best contract is Cal Raleigh. I mean, this Polanco contract is unbelievable based on the value of what he's doing to produce in these clutch situations again and again and again.
If there's anyone that's in this offseason is going to turn that $7 million into $70 million, it's Polanco right now.
Yeah.
He's playing out of his gourd.
I'm his agent. I'm texting the GM, I can't think of his name, like, hey, we need to talk. Like right after the season.
Diplo or John Stanton. Yeah, you need to figure this out now. Start doing the calculations. Get out the calculator. And it's going to take probably another 0 on top of the one he already has. The Mariners are in a good situation. That's all you can say. But Bryce Miller getting out of that first inning, the scales could have tipped quickly.
Oh, yeah. The wheels could have.
And I was saying, like, hey, if they score 4 runs, call it. Throw the white flag. Don't throw it. Like, start getting players pitching. Like,
well, that's the last thing you want, right? Is a 15-inning game. Your starter can't even get out of the first or second inning. That spells disaster, not only for that game, but the whole series. Exactly. They avoided disaster.
Exactly. Mariners are going to spot. Dodgers 2-1 win. Blake Snell, Washington native, Shorewood, one of the 2, 8 innings.
Sure thing when he's on the mound.
Ooh.
8 innings, 10 Ks, and the Dodgers tried to give it away. The Achilles heel for the Dodgers is their bullpen. It's been awful this year. ERA, blown saves, brought in Roki Sakazaki. He made it interesting. Had to take him out, brought in Blake Trainer, and they got it done. And it was Freddie Freeman again. And Enrique Hernandez and Tommy Edman. The thing that I always say is it's the other guys that extend the lineup and do the things. I know Freddie will get a lot, but Enrique's consistent. Tommy Edmonds consistent. Max Muncy got a walk to start it off. The Dodgers look good, and that series has started because they got the big Game 1 win on the road in Milwaukee.
Series has started, yeah. Blake Snell, 8 innings. You don't hear that much, right? Like, you're praying your starter gets 6. Quality starts start at 6, right?
Yeah, and then if you go back, so Blake Snell was on the Padres, then he went to the Giants, and then he went to the Dodgers. And like over the last couple years, it's been he's walking a lot of batters. Yes, he's striking out batters, but there's some inconsistency. He's always pitching with runners on base. It's not effective with the pitch count versus what he's doing in the game. These last 2 playoff games, he's been lights out, no runners on base. He had 1 hit. He retired, I don't know how many in a row. He looked dominant, and that's exactly what the Dodgers need at the front end of their rotation because their bullpen has been a little shaky. So they need him to go 7 or 8 and then hand it off, hopefully to just a 1 or 2 guys. That's going to be the key to this series is the Dodgers bullpen. That's the only thing that scares me, Dodger fans.
Is Blake going to cement himself as a Dodger moving forward? Has he? Like, do they want to keep him around, right? Clayton Kershaw is kind of exiting. This is his last season. Is Blake going to be the guy to replace? Is he the new face of the rotation?
He's their ace. And if he keeps going like this, I mean, it's similar to what Garrett Cole did with the Yankees, except he didn't win a World Series. But he came in, he was dominant, and then every time he pitched, you knew he was going 7 or 8, and it was going to be a 1 or 2 run game, and you had a shot. You have that same feeling every time Blake Snell takes them out in the playoffs now.
I like it. I like where we're headed. You know what I got? I asked a buddy, I go, what's the World Series look like? He goes, it's a West Coast World Series.
West Coast World Series,
it's
baby.
A West
Love
Coast
it.
World Series. And please play the games at like 7 o'clock just so the East Coast has to stay up. Please do that.
I love that.
Like you and I staying up at a bar at 1 o'clock to watch, Pac-10 basketball. Make them watch the World Series at midnight.
And I want to get rid of the pitch clock and make the games even longer. 5-6 hour West Coast games for the East Coasters.
We're going to have commercials between pitches. The trajectory of what's happened over the course of the past 2 days in each series is amazing.
The trajectory of what's happened in sports over the last 2 days has been ridiculous. Hello and welcome to Big Ben and K-Win. Each week we broadcast live on YouTube. If you're more of an audio podcast person, make sure you 5-star us, subscribe anywhere you get your podcast. But if you're watching this live or on demand, drop your comments below. We'll get at you. I'm K-Win. He's Big Ben. We talk MLB playoffs. We're going to talk Baker for MVP, a little college football, a little Diplo run, and much, much
Let's
more.
go to the Diplo run. Because I looked this up. I wanted to do it just to see where I'd live with you. And I did some research. Mr. K-Win, you ran a 5K in 27:24, which is an 850 mile. Sub 9-minute mile. That's really good.
If you were out there, it wouldn't have looked very good. There's like 10,000 people.
My question
they
is,
have like the markers of where you run. And so I'm like, all right, yeah, I'm getting towards the front. And then I stop at the 9-minute marker. And there are so many people in front of us. I think there were 3 stages that ran before it got to the 9-minute milers.
okay, so did you sweat?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It was hard in that we're downtown LA, East LA. If you look up on the hill, there's Dodger Stadium. We're kind of across from Chinatown. And you get out and you pass this bridge going to East LA. And that's like the bridge where there's like Fast and Furious movies, Denzel Washington Training Day. Like it's a very scenic bridge. So you're crossing the bridge. You're like, I'm feeling good. You take a left and you go up a hill.
Ooh.
And then you go straight and you go up another hill. So it's 2 inclines. Like in the first mile, I traded on flatland. One guy passed me in like a sword, and another guy passed me in cowboy boots and a cowboy hat. I'm like, who are these people? Is it Halloween? And how are they running faster than me up a hill?
All right, give us relative on like a treadmill scale. Like, are we at a 3.0, 4.0, 6?
I'd say like a
Like, where are we landing?
4.3.
4.3 on the, okay. That's not easy.
Not easy.
That is not easy. And
Yeah.
so I have a lot of questions.
Let's hear them.
Okay. Diplo, is he in a car, like DJing for everyone as you're running along? What's going on? Why is it Diplo run? I don't understand.
So he has somehow managed to monetize running with all these brands and his brand, and you pay to run and there's a concert afterwards.
Oh, wow.
So once you get to the starting line, after your cadence, your time, mile time, your pacing group gets up there, he's up there DJing, getting you hype. Getting you hype, playing music. He's like your hype man, and then you run, and then they play some music, and then he goes for the next group, and then at the end of the race, he has a concert in this park.
So is it just a bunch of sweaty? Is Dude Wipes one of the sponsors, so you can wipe down afterwards and at least smell appropriate for a concert? Or I mean,
here's my saying: if it's too loud, you're too old. We finished the run. We ate a banana. We crushed some water. I had one White Claw. I looked at Ethan. I was like, what are we doing? I'm sweating. I'm not going to jump around.
Okay, so to wrap up on Diplo, would you do it again?
Absolutely. I'll do it next year. It was so much fun. All right. I want to go with Baker Mayfield.
I have so many things on Baker.
For MVP. He started the year out 28-1 odds in Vegas to win MVP. He's now down 8-1.
Yeah,
and if he keeps playing like this, his odds will increase. The Bucs are 5-1, best team in the NFC. And if you watch the game like I watched the game, you got to believe in Baker. He's got 12 touchdowns, 1 interception. His passer rating is like 108, and he's got 4. That's right. 4 come from behind fourth quarter wins, Big Ben. But here's the topper out of all of it. In the Niners game, he had no Mike Evans, no Chris Godwin, no Bucky Irwin, and Emeka Egbuka, who will probably win Offensive Rookie of the Year, got hurt.
Yep.
So it was K. Dotson, Tez Johnson, and some other Johnson. And the Bucs averaged 7.5 yards per play in that game because of Baker. He looks good, man.
Do you ever think that I get Baker and Johnny Football confused? Like, I feel like Baker is just a better man, I guess a better behaved Johnny Manziel that, and he's not an enigma at this point, but he is a player that he's playing with house money. Like, he's been written off a few times. But here's my thing with Baker. You're right. He went from, he's at what, 8-1 to win the MVP? And I think probably Josh Allen, Mahomes, like your standard guys. The good thing he has going for him, especially after tonight, I think the Bills lost back-to-back games against the Patriots. And like, those guys aren't those guys this year. Like, Mahomes had a good game this past week, but Josh Allen's a little off. Lamar Jackson's not there. So like, just by addition by subtraction, Baker looks a lot better to everyone, including yourself, because you're a Niners fan and you watch him beat your Niners. Now, I would argue that Baker also, here's the thing, to your point. Here's my theory. See if you agree with it. If Baker does what he has done with a bare cupboard like he has, I think that is better for his MVP candidacy.
I agree.
Like, he is the guy. Like, he is the only reason. Now, offensive coordinator probably has something to do with it, but he is the guy. Will he win MVP? Not. When's the last time someone won an MVP out in NFC South?
Matty Ryan, baby.
Okay.
The year that they lost the Patriots in the Super Bowl,
28-3,
he won an MVP.
Does he win it?
You're right. This is the year he could do it. Burrow's hurt. Allen's playing good. Lamar's hurt. Holmes. Jared Goff's not going to get it.
No.
Because he doesn't
have
it. Right? I'm sorry.
Give me $20. I'll put it on Baker. $100, sure. I'm gonna actually do that. It's not a bad play. He and he's showing like he's just not like who votes on this? Sports writers,
Yeah.
sports personalities. He's just not the prototypical guy. Like usually you have to have a year before you are the guy. Like you're almost the guy, and then you become kind of assimilated into that group of Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Allen, and Mahomes. I don't think you can just burst onto the scene. If you know what I'm
I
saying.
think he can. Like, he's got the national brand. If you look
No,
at
he doesn't.
the Heisman commercials, listen to me, who is the star in the Heisman commercials? The Nissan Heisman commercials. It's Baker.
Because he
There's
was a
that line
Heisman
where-
winner.
He's what?
Because he was a Heisman winner.
I'm just saying he's got the national attention from that, the progressive commercials. There's like tweets and there's stories about like how he was yelling at those fans in Seattle. Like there's some momentum to all of this, right? There's a little bit of a feel-good story, right? Where he was this brass, cocky guy who was arrogant, and now he's like this lovable, like competitive guy. Like he's the same dude. He's just winning with a better organization.
And the guy can chuck it. I mean, give him that too. Like he can chuck it. He rolls left and throws left better than probably any other quarterback. And they're playing in the NFC.
He's really good in the pocket. He can scramble.
Enough.
And he's got above average arm strength. You said what's the difference between him and Johnny Manziel? Well, Baker watches film. Like Baker's a very smart, cerebral quarterback.
Agreed.
They probably have the same athletic ability and the same stature, but that just goes to show you that it's really up here that makes the quarterback.
And I go back to his commercials. Are they State Farm commercials or Progressive commercials with his wife? Those were good.
I know. That's what I mean. People know who he is.
Yeah. Okay. We probably shouldn't talk about it anymore and just go put some money on Baker to win the MVP.
All right, let's do it.
Not a bad idea. Bucks, they are the creme de la creme of the NFC South, too. So
they're the creme of the NFC. They're number one.
No, not yet. Well, record-wise.
Record-wise, yes.
Record-wise. I'll give them that. Okay, Baker. I like it.
Baker. All right.
All right, convinced. Give me Baker.
Where do you want to go next?
Let's talk a little college football.
Whoa! I got a lot more NFL. Let's stay here for a little bit.
Okay.
My Chargers, 4-2. They ended a 2-game losing streak. And all this talk about Baker's great, but if Herbert keeps winning, his name might start to creep up on the NFL MVP list. The only team that's more banged up than the Chargers are the Ravens and the Niners. And if you're watching some of this film, like there's 4 backup offensive linemen out there for the Chargers. They're on their 3rd string running back. Herbert should have got sacked twice on the final drive against the Dolphins. He scrambled away, hit Ladd McConkey. They got the field goal. They got to the win it. I think we need to start putting a little bit more respect on Herbert's name. And if he keeps winning, it's going to be great for those Chargers. Because the Chiefs, they ain't it. The Broncos are good defensively, but they didn't look that good against the Jets, and the Raiders are the Raiders.
Lost.
So the Chargers are going to still be in it.
Yeah, you give them cachet right after a win like that, but it's all about who you beat. You beat the Dolphins
On the road. You got to win on the road.
Agreed. But that's probably better for the Chargers that they played them on the road. Like the Dolphins in Miami the night before. I don't know. I give more cachet to go back to Baker and beating the Niners than I do Herbert and beating the Dolphins. Like the Dolphins had no one. They have Waddle. They have Waller. They have, I guess, Anche looked good. Achan.
Herbert did beat the Chiefs earlier in the year. He did beat the Broncos.
Okay. I'm just
saying it's going to be a new NFL MVP, and right now it is Baker 1, Herbert 2.
Doesn't Haybear do the Gillette commercials? Is that him? No, he does some other. He does SoFi.
Commercial.
Can we get a list of all quarterbacks and all their commercials so we can judge them by that?
Absolutely. Our
Okay.
intern will get right on that.
Let's run that algorithm. The marketability of the quarterback, and then there probably is some data to be said, like State Farm has sponsored the last 7 MVPs, or Progressive, or it's always an insurance agency, Aflac. Okay.
Drake May, are you believing that he is up there?
Well, they beat Buffalo. I mean, that's something.
So I just look. Josh Allen is 1. Mahomes is 2. Baker's 3. And I mean, then you got like Jordan Love and Drake May.
Drake May is becoming who everyone thought Drake May could be. Yeah. I mean, he's got more weapons this year. I mean, if you watch that game, Kayshon Boutte, I never heard of the guy, showed up in a big way. Like, so he's got talent around him. Diggs didn't play a big game, but they still won. I mean, Vrabel probably has stabilized that franchise now.
Absolutely.
Would you say that?
He's a culture guy, right?
He is. And Drake May has been probably put in the position where he can be a really good quarterback now. There's no turmoil. There's no turnover. There's just go out and play and be good.
You always say this. I'm going to steal your word. Identity. With Vrabel, they have an identity.
Yep.
And they have a culture.
Yeah. And a signature win for them is just beating the Bills, right? The Bills have, I don't know how many times they've won that division now, but they've won it a lot. And so for Drake May to lead them to a victory, the kind of tap on the head afterwards from Josh Allen goes a long way. They look good. Hawks look good.
Hawks look good. You want to stay on the Hawks? You want to go to college football?
Just touch on the Hawks. The Hawks look good. JSN and Sam Darnold are clicking. They look like Sam Darnold and Jordan Jefferson. I mean, it's that good. It is that good. And if they continue with that, like Kupp wasn't around all that much this past game.
Kupp got a touchdown.
Did he?
Yeah. He had like 66 yards and a tutty.
Well, that's
better than what he has been.
Yeah, that's better than what he's normally producing. So, yes, okay, he showed up in a big way. My bad. The Hawks, 4-2?
4-2. But here's a stat I got for you. The intern just sent it in. Got it. The Hawks under Mike McDonald are 10-1 on the road, and they have won their last 9 road games.
That doesn't calculate to me, because as you said earlier, they're in the Pac Northwest. They're flying further than anyone, especially to go play Jacksonville. That is probably the furthest, if not Miami, furthest game you could play. So I don't know what he does to get them ready. Maybe he replaces the mattresses at the hotel to make them better. I don't know.
But they can clearly win on the road if they can figure out how to get the 12th man back roaring in Seattle. My Hawks and my Mariners, it could be the year of Seattle. I might have to get up there to support my team.
So the 12th man has now become the 10th man. And I can be honest with that. You go around Seattle right now, no one's talking about the Seahawks. No one. Everyone, even the passive fan, the person that doesn't even care about the Mariners all that, is talking about the Mariners.
It's a better story.
Everyone. The crosswalk person at school is talking about. So I don't know if you're going to get the diehard 12s back until the Mariners lose. Or the Mariners win the World Series, one of the two.
That'll be good for my Niners. Hopefully the fans don't show up to lose home games, and then
there you go.
We're good.
College football.
Let's go.
My new favorite coach.
Six?
So six to me came across during, I think this was his initial interview. No one really knew who Siggs was. This is Big Ten football. This ain't James Madison. This ain't Elon. This ain't IUPU. Like, who are you, buddy? The dude has never had a losing season. You know how hard that is?
Yeah.
You take over a program, everyone
especially the players he gets, right? He's not getting 5 4-star players.
No, everyone expects you to be trash, right? Everyone, they give you grace that first year. They're like, yeah, we got to wait until things, net out. He gets some of his own recruits. The guy came from the Saban coaching tree, so he's on the initial staff at Bama. He's got a lot going for him, that guy. And they waxed Oregon.
Dominant.
Waxed. Like that Eugene is miserable to go to. It's from Seattle, the drive is miserable. It's not a great place. And all that yellow, the highlighter yellow or whatever it is, I don't know, they probably got a name for it under Nike. But it's just not a friendly place to play. And you go in there, those guys looked bigger, stronger, faster, like they were playing together for each other. I mean, they look really good.
They
Six got
pushed
something.
Oregon around. Oregon's offensive line has only given up 1 sack this year. IU had 5, I think maybe 6 sacks. Like, they put pressure on Dante Moore. Like, they look like the top 3 team in the country, and Oregon looked like the program trying to catch Indiana and not the other way around. And Mendoza, I didn't even see him play that much at Cal. I thought he was kind of an afterthought, but someone said this online, and he's got a little Kirk Cousins in him, right? Like, he's cocky, he's arrogant like his coach. He wins, he backs it up. He can actually run. Kirk can't run, and he makes some big throws. His wide receivers are pretty good. Like, to put up those numbers against Oregon's defense, they're pretty good. Indiana's a really good all-around team, and I apologize, IU fans. I thought they were going to get blown out. I was completely surprised.
And they're a football school now.
They are.
Here's all the money. It's going right over to 6. I mean, that's what's probably taking place, is just this idea that, okay, now we are cemented. Keep it going. As long as you stay, here's more money. And the guy can recruit too. He can recruit. He recruited.
And guess what? His recruiting skills just got better after that win.
Absolutely. Okay, maybe you see this, and I saw this all the time growing up. Recruits, you take the center of the country, the 80% of the country, cut it like this, leave the crust or the coast. All those kids were going to the coast. They were going to USC, Florida, all these schools, right? Now, what you see is like a lot of kids from the coast are going to Ohio State. Indiana is going to be a play for now. A lot of good recruits. You're going to be able to pull from, the Big Ten schools span coast to coast now. So he's going to be able to pull from a lot of these different areas. Hey, you'll be able to watch us. Yeah. Whatever it is. But Indiana looks good. I'll give him that.
How about Oregon State?
Oh.
Wow. 3 in a row. Lost to Northwestern. Did the team give up on them? Don't answer that. They clearly did, right?
I mean, I don't know the narrative, Franklin. It's tough because you've never been in that position at that institution, right? So it's really tough for you to carry a narrative of, let's play in the Alamo Bowl. It's really hard to get kids up that had national championship aspirations. That's what they're told all off season, that you got every piece here to go win. And then that first loss happens. It's okay. Second, oh, geez. To UCLA, who didn't even have a coaching staff. And then the detriment of all detriments. If you want to lose a job in the Big Ten, lose to Northwestern and you're done.
I didn't even think it was real. Someone told me that they lost to Northwestern. I was like, you're joking, right? Like, did college basketball start early? Like, this could be a college football loss.
In the buyout of Frank, I mean, they must have been.
At that point, you have to find $50+ million to buy him out. You can't continue the season because you're going to lose recruits for the next year.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you got to make a change. You have to make a change. You're right. And it's going to cost you, right? After that conversation starts happening after you lose that first one, right? You always have a contingency plan. If you don't, then you're not prepared, right? And then you lose recruits, and subsequently you're back down at the bottom of the Big Ten. But that second game happened. Oh, those conversations are happening. And what probably happened is the players heard those conversations.
Oh, yeah.
Right? You got to think.
They had to.
He's in all these backdoor meetings. All of a sudden, meetings are canceled. All of a sudden, what's going on? We don't know. We're not getting prepared. Where's Coach Franklin? Where's the staff? What's going on? And it's hard to recapture that after your expectations are here, and all of a sudden, now what?
And also the players in the program were living in a cloud of dust after the UCLA loss, because it was almost like it's going to happen at some point this season. Like, when is it going to happen? And then they lost, and it happened.
And where do you go from here? Like Penn State, like I said, this could be. The only thing I've seen recently is that, like, you were in Nebraska, right? Coach Rule didn't dismiss the idea of going to Penn State.
No.
It still has the cachet and name to attract good recruits, build a good program. But I mean, if they don't hit on this next person, and it's going to take a lot of money to pull a good coach from a good program, like I said, Penn State could be Northwestern in 2 years.
I mean, your first call has got to be to Cignetti, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, just to see. And then your second call has got to be Matt Rule.
Yeah.
Because Matt Rule played at Penn State, and he's got a relationship with the AD. After that, I've heard, like, Manny Diaz, the Duke coach, or the UNLV coach. I think they're 6-0. But those names aren't as sexy as, like, a Matt Rule or a Cignetti.
When you're a state school, I remember we did this at Washington State. Paul Wolf was the guy's name. He played offensive line for the Cougs, and we were just coming off like kind of a Bill Dobo. We didn't know what we were doing, Mike Price era-ish. And then everyone hired Paul Wolf. Oh, he's, as a student or alum, you're like, who's that guy? But everyone's like, no, he's a program guy. He knows Washington State football. Now, he hadn't coached anywhere other than like Eastern Washington. Matt Rule needs to be your one and only guy.
Yeah.
Like, you have said, I am going to go hire this guy, and you better go do it. Because if you can't, then all of a sudden, well, Nebraska must be a better program than Penn State. And you just walk your way down the stair steps into the abyss of who's down there now, Minnesota and Northwestern and whoever else is in the Big Ten.
Rutgers and Maryland.
Yeah. We'll see. It will be a saga.
Yeah.
It will be a saga for any other college football?
No, that's it.
Rutgers came to Seattle and lost.
Of course they did.
I got to tell the story. I went to game 5. I made it to 10 innings, took my daughter, Kennedy. We're on the light rail home. We literally could have stopped at UW, gone and caught the second half of the game, come back to the light rail, gone home, and then caught the end of the Mariners game.
That would have been amazing.
Oh, gosh, it would have been amazing. College football in full swing. Texas won. Red River Shootout.
Well, Johnny Mateers was a little banged up, but my boy Arch and Sark got a win. They needed that win. College football. Trojans, big win against Michigan. There's a lot going on in the Big Ten.
Jaden Mayava, is he the Heisman frontrunner? He's got to be, right?
Well, it's probably still Dante Moore.
No. Mayava's number one in QBR. He's number one. He's number one in QBR.
Well, let me ask you this: does the Penn State win for Oregon?
Yeah, no, that doesn't look as good now. No,
okay.
No.
And that was Dante Moore's best game.
Exactly. That doesn't mean Dante Moore basically can't beat Northwestern now. That's what that means.
Yeah. But Carson Beck from Miami.
Oh, gosh.
Miami's winning.
Oh, gosh.
It's not who we like. It's who's winning on a good program and putting up numbers.
See, if I'm a Heisman voter, Carson Beck is just morally, ethically, and humanly down at the bottom.
Jeremiah Smith.
Sure, Jeremiah Smith. I'll give him that. Mayava's got to be up at the top, though. 5-1. Beat Michigan, 15th ranked team.
We lost to Illinois. Here's what Mayava's got to do. They've got to beat Notre Dame. And then they've got to beat the Ducks. And then I believe he's invited to New York, and he's in the driver's seat for that. But got to beat Notre Dame, got to beat the Ducks, got to outplay Dante Moore when you beat the Ducks.
There's too much going on in sports. Is there too much?
I forgot about the Mariners game. I went on a walk with Jen. I was like, whoa. We've got 2 baseball games, 2 Monday Night Football games. We got NBA preseason. The NBA starts next week. We got hockey on. I was out just watching like the end of a game, and someone's like, "Oh, hockey's on." I'm like, "What? Hockey season?"
So I gotta tell this.
I don't know, but I'll tell you where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go walk my dog. Make sure you follow us, like us, subscribe us, comment anywhere you get your social media at Big Ben Kwin _ at Big Ben Kwin _. We're talking TikTok, Threads, Discord, YouTube. If you're more of an audio podcast person, make sure you subscribe as well.
I gotta tell a story. I go to a Halloween party. I'm talking to Evan. He's like, "Yeah, you know my neighbor." And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, he came outside the other day and was asking me what I'm doing for the Kraken game. And Kraken game. We're talking about Kraken game. We got the Mariners, the Hawks. We got like we're not even. It even passed through my mind that hockey season's here.
Is that a semi-pro team?
The Kraken, come on.
I know, I'm being serious.
NHL team. It's our NHL team. I think they're 2-0.
I don't know anything about hockey.
They light the lamp more than anyone in the league. No, I'm joking.
Kraken. Well, I just learned something. We need to start giving updates about the Kraken.
We need 2 interns for the next.
What is a Kraken?
It is a underwater dwelling squid, basically that terrorized pirates and people, and the idea would be he'd bring down the boat and bury all the treasure, and come up. He was a bad thing. Underwater sea dweller.
Are they highly populated in the Pacific?
Yes, ton of them. Few kayakers go down each weekend to the Kraken.